Hello cozy friends, welcome back to the Cozy Hermit channel. And if you're new here, my name is Lynn and welcome to this video. I know that the intro was quite long, like the silent intro, but when I started filming this video my throat was really bothering me because I am suffering a lot from hay fever at the moment. This entire summer it's been the worst. It's actually not really perfect yet today, like my throat still feels a little bit so I'm enjoying my green tea, which helps a lot, and which also happens to be one of those little things I think is important to acknowledge and appreciate, because you can, just consider it as something normal, like you've got your green tea every day. Maybe like I drink green tea every single day because it is my favorite kind of tea, but I think it's important to just stop sometimes and just really be present in the moment and just be grateful for those little things in your everyday life. And well, one of them for me is definitely green tea. And yeah, that's kind of what I am like thinking about a lot lately. If you have been here on the channel, been watching my videos, been following me for the last few weeks, then you know that I have gone through some ups and downs lately. Like my mood turned a little bit funky a few weeks ago, and I'm doing better, but I have to say that I do feel a little bit low on energy, and especially the last few days I am feeling rather tired. So even on like the first day of the video when I was filming, I was actually really tired, and I was actually really surprised of how much I got done in the end. Then the next day I spent the entire day video editing, and then yesterday I deep cleaned the house like from start to finish. So I do feel like good and accomplished, but I do feel very, very tired today, like not just physically, but also like mentally. So I'm just treating myself to some calmer days. Meanwhile, I'm preparing myself for some very hot temperatures. It's going to be a lot warmer tomorrow, and then Monday we will hit like 32 degrees Celsius. So that's going to be unpleasant, and then it's going to be warm for a little bit after that. Yeah, not gonna say I'm really looking forward to that, but I'm just going to take it easy. So yeah, but back to the topic of appreciating the little things. I think I did that not consciously, but I already did that as a child, because I would already like really enjoy just staying at home and just playing on my Game Boy, then I would feel so happy, or just like sitting on the floor and drawing, and I would absolutely love that. And then I think when I grew older, I kind of forgot to just really appreciate those little things, to like consciously stop and just appreciate those moments, like I said before. But then a few years ago, I learned about the law of attraction. And just in short, if you don't know what it is, chances are you do already know, as it's a rather popular thing these days. But the law of attraction is all about just having a very positive outlook on life, and that way attracting positivity into your life and abundance in like various ways. Like it can be abundance in money and wealth, it can be in like having friends, other relationships. You can use the law of attraction for just about anything. But I think the most valuable lesson I have learned from just studying the law of attraction, I've been like rather obsessed with it for a few years. The most important thing which I have learned and still like use on a daily basis is to be grateful for especially the little things in your life. And I've actually learned doing that, or relearned doing that, or just learned doing that consciously by doing these self-affirmation meditations, which is really taught you to be grateful for like the basic things. Just like be grateful for your body, be grateful for your lungs because they can help you draw breath, be grateful for your heart, which just keeps beating without you having to do anything for it. All of those little things. And I repeated that for like months. I think you have to repeat it if you do like one of those affirmation videos. You need to do them like for 21 days in a row, because apparently you need to do something for 21 days for it to become a habit. I did it for much longer because I could tell that my outlook on life was becoming more and more positive, and I was actually noticing that I was starting to attract more positive things happening in my life. Because of the law of attraction, I learned to have a much more positive outlook on life, and it is serving me each and every day ever since. I actually discovered the law of attraction back in 2020, during the whole lockdown thing. it really just forced me even more to be even more of a hermit. And that way, I think we were all like confronted more with being on your own during that time and just being alone with your thoughts a lot. And for me, that has been a very, very good thing because I have learned a lot from it ever since. And yeah, I think that the lesson of gratitude, just being grateful for all the little things, that just changes your entire perspective on life and especially everyday life. And like I said, that is something I still do each and every day. Like, it's not like that every day I'm going to sit down and just going to think to myself, oh, I'm grateful for this and I'm grateful for that. It's not that, but it is like, I think it is, most of all, it is important to just sometimes just stop for a little moment and just appreciate like where you are, the things maybe that are surrounding you, the people that are surrounding you, and just take a moment to feel really grateful for that and just fill yourself with that happiness that comes from that gratitude. And I think that it can just make your everyday life just more beautiful, more magical, more special. I think it's all like a part of romanticizing your everyday life as well. But yeah, especially because lately I've been a bit busy and I've been feeling a little bit tired. I just think that now is like an important time to just stop and be grateful for the little things, because when you're tired, when you feel maybe slightly stressed, it is really easy to just lose sight of all that and just start to get annoyed a lot and just forget how much you've got, how many beautiful things and great things and cozy and relaxing things are in your life. And I think just being grateful for things is just a very healing practice, because it just helps you to find back the magic in the mundane. And yeah, that's kind of what I'm just thinking of lately, and I just wanted to share some of my thoughts. So anyway, I am going to enjoy the rest of my day now. I'm going to continue reading. Welcome to the Gyeongnam-dong bookshop. I've just read a teeny tiny bit of chapter 1. I already love it. It's just like, I don't know, not much happens during the first chapter, but it's already written in such a way that it just feels really cozy, and I am really sure I'm really going to enjoy this book. So excited to finally be able to read it. I think I'm going to move over to the balcony for a bit because I realized that I haven't actually been spending a whole lot of time on my balcony this summer. Like, you have seen me sitting there from time to time in my vlog. So yes, I have been sitting on my balcony, but not as much as I actually used to. I don't know why. I think it's because the summer season just started out really late, because June it was just really, really cold and you couldn't sit outside without like a sweater and a blanket, which is also cozy by the way. But it just kind of, I don't know, would help me from just sitting outside more. So I'm going to remedy that and, be grateful for my beautiful and cozy balcony and just being able to sit there. It's also a rather quiet Saturday for a change in my neighborhood. So I'm definitely grateful for that. So I'm going to read a little, maybe draw a little, just taking it easy today and trying to recharge a bit. I hope that you're also doing well, and if you're low on energy, I hope that you are able to take some restful moments for yourself as well. Just like take a day off or something, or longer if you need it and if you can. And maybe this is like a fun little thing, but if you want to, feel free to leave a comment down below and tell me just at least one thing you feel grateful for right at this very moment. I would love to hear it. I'll catch you guys a little bit later in this video, and thank you so much for being here. Hey friends, and welcome to the next day. So as you saw and as I mentioned yesterday, I started reading this book called Welcome to the Gyeongnam-dong Bookshop, and I am only 30 pages in and I absolutely love it. So this is really one of those books that you start reading the first page and you just know that you are going to enjoy every single page of this book, and it is so good. And actually, the only reason I didn't read more yesterday is because, like, on the one hand, you really want to binge this book, but within these first 30 pages, there's already so many meaningful things in there and so many, like, thought provoking conversations between the characters that I just felt like I needed to stop in order to just let it sink in for a bit. I'll first tell you what the book is about in case you don't know. The book is about a woman who used to do everything right. So she went to university, she had a great career, she was married to a decent man. But then she decides to just throw all of that away. So she gives up her job, she divorces her husband, and then she goes to Seoul and opens her own bookshop, which has always been her dream. And to be honest, I thought that when I was going to read this book, I thought that was like where the book was going to begin. I was like, well, we're going to start with her old life and then she's going to open her bookshop. As a matter of fact, the book already begins like a year after she has opened the bookshop, and then you just like travel back through time in bits and pieces and you get to know more about her background story. It is so well written, and one of the thought-provoking moments I was talking about in this book, there's this little bit which I just wanted to share with you real quickly, and that is this little passage. Do you think there's any meaning to life? I don't think there is. That's why people try to make sense of their own. In the end, everyone's life is different according to the meaning they find. So this is just a teeny tiny example, and I know it just made me think that I think that everyone has like their own meaning for life indeed, because we all find our own reasons to live our lives the way we do. So yeah, I don't know, I thought it kind of tied in nicely with what has kind of become the theme of this video, of like appreciating the little things and just having your outlook on life, and I don't know, the meaning you give to your own life and how that kind of like guides you through your day-to-day life, your everyday life. So I thought it was really interesting. Anyway, I just can't wait to read more of this book. It is so good. So we'll definitely read some more in next week's video, I guess. Anyway, I am going to wrap up this video today after this bit, because it's already getting a lot warmer today, and tomorrow we're going to hit like 30 plus degrees Celsius. I think I mentioned that yesterday as well. So then I'm going to like go into rest mode for a bit, just take it easy. Last night I also like did a bit of yoga before it gets like too hot and sticky, icky. And it was really nice. Like I did this yoga video called Yoga for Flexibility from Yoga with Adrienne. It is like such a perfect video to do when you like just want to stretch a bit and just want to find some inner peace, some calmness. It was really great. And afterwards, I just lay on the floor of my room for a bit and I just listened to some music. It's been so long since I just did that, like just not doing anything and just listening to some calming music and just like staring up at the ceiling. I think it can be quite therapeutic actually. And it's actually one of those little things I only do for myself during the summer, because the summer season is like the only season that it's actually warm enough to just lie around on the floor. But yeah, that is like one more little example of just appreciating the little things, just sometimes just doing nothing at all. And I used to be better at that actually when I was younger, I think. But these days I'm like, I want to be productive all the time. For me, it is a great feeling to be productive. I absolutely love it. But sometimes it's just so important to just, I don't know, sometimes just do nothing at all. Just waste your time for a bit. Anyway, I think I'm done talking now, so I'm gonna let you go. I just want to say thank you so much for being here, and I hope that you enjoyed this vlog and that maybe it has like helped a little. If you want to share some thoughts on like appreciating the little things, on how you like to lead your life, the meaning of your life maybe, feel free to let me know and leave a comment down below if you want to. So thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this video, please consider hitting that like button, maybe even subscribe to the Cozy Hermit channel if you haven't already. And I hope to see you guys again in next week's video as well. And until we meet each other again, as always, stay cozy.